Hello, my name is Rick. Thank you for spending a little time with me. I want to make this quick because technically this video is for exercise 2. I wanted to correct something I said on the previous video. I went back and looked at the lesson, and yes, you're supposed to be using your shoulder, but the exercise is not strictly long lines like I had thought at the beginning. You are going to use your shoulder as much as you can, but you will be using different size lines. Going back to that, I went ahead and worked on one last page, and this is what I found out. For the straight lines, I was able to use my shoulder comfortably with both the short and long lines. As you can see, I got a little ambitious here and here. Well, I'm here to report that my superpowers are not fully developed, and although I can draw lines longer than I could before, when I try to do a full page, they are pretty bad. I don't know if it's gonna require more training physically, or if it's just my brain rebelling a little bit. Like I said before, I will continue these exercises as warm-ups, and in the future, as I make progress, I will show images or make another video when I can do a full page. For now, baby steps. I will aim to be able to do a straight line on the long end of an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, or then I will move on to see if I can do a straight line on an 11 by 17, which is comic book size paper. As for the curve lines, as you can well see, I used a combination of elbow, wrist, because that's what fit the line better. And I think that was the point of the exercise. Learning when to use your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder, and for those of you who don't use your shoulder, to be more conscious about it and utilize it more in order to improve your line work from sketchy to nice sweeping line. Alrighty then, now that we got that straight, let's move on to exercise 2. Okay, so exercise 2 is pretty simple. You put 2 points down on your paper, and you are to draw a line from one to the other. But you start by ghosting the line a couple times to get used to the motion. Once that happens, you go ahead and lay down your line, trying to be as straight as possible. Like I told you before, came in to do these exercises with no practice. Ladies and gentlemen, I am coming in cold, and I'm immediately regretting it. In my mind, this looked like it was going to be easier, somehow it flowed smoother, but it was not the case. I was tired already from working late, and I don't know how it works with you, but in my case, when I'm tired, everything I do looks and feels tired. I kept missing the second dot. I would eyeball it, I would go ahead and ghost my lines, and then my eye would lose sight of the dot and I would totally miss. This made it starting the exercise a little frustrating, but I went ahead and pushed on through it. These were short lines, and I was pretty sure that once I adjusted to where I wanted to, things would get a little better. Sweet Jiminy Crickets, things were not getting any better, and my frustration was just growing. So don't ask me why, but I decided that longer lines might work a little better. The problem that I'm constantly having is I keep missing the dot. Either I'm stopping too short or overshooting it right under or over it. So I move the paper around. I'm trying to find my spot, my sweet spot per se. So I give it a couple tries, move the paper around, and as you can tell, I'm also not even holding the pen right because I have to reposition it in my hand. About 15 ghosting lines later, pow, line. I went ahead and finished the page, but I still wanted to do more. And I know the homework assignment was for just one page alone, but I went ahead and started on the second one. I did feel a little more freedom working in different directions, and also personally I felt like I did better. I hit the mark more than I did on the first page. I don't know if it was because by doing the lines in different directions I felt a little more freedom, or because I was already warmed up from doing the previous page. But here, take a look. Here things started going well. I decided to try it for a second time to do an Asterix. As you can see, not only did I hit the dots at the end of the line, but I also hit the dot in the center. That was pretty cool, and it motivated me to go ahead and continue working on the page. We have now finished with another exercise. As you can see, they're getting progressively harder, but you're building on the previous exercise. So I imagine as this goes along, we will be drawing other things, not just straight lines and boxes. As we're coming to the end of the video, if you like what you've seen so far, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I will keep more videos coming your way. Once more, thank you for spending some time with me. My name is Rick. Have a great day.